Good day and God bless everyone. By the way, I'm Diego M ALANDROQUE Jr. taking a Bachelor of Science in Criminology 1E. Infographic about Jose P. Rizal. Jose Portacio Rizal Mercado Alonso Realunda was a Filipino nationalist and polymath during the tail end of the Spanish colonial period of the Philippines. Jose Rizal was born on June 19, 1861 in the town of Calamba, province of Laguna. Then, a town with around 3 to 4,000 inhabitants is located 54 kilometers south of Manila. Francisco Mercado is the father of Jose P. Rizal. He was a wealthy farmer who leased lands from the Dominican friars. He became one of the richest in Bayuan and owned the largest herd of carabaos. He was also active in local politics, and he was elected as Capitan del Pueblo in 1783. Francisco Mercado's farmer named Juan Marciledo, who was also elected as Capitan Pueblo in 1808 and 1813 and 1824. Juan Mercado married Cirilla Alejandra, a native of Bainan. They had 13 children, including Francisco Ingracio, the father of Rizal, following Governor Narciso Claverias' decree in 1899, which ordered the Filipinos to adopt Spanish surnames. Francisco Ingracio added surnames Rizal, from the word racial, meaning green field, as he settled in the town of Calamba as a farmer growing sugarcane, rice, and indigo. Childhood and early education. Rizal had a good memories of childhood in Calamba. As a farmer, they prayed together during the Angelus. There were times when they would stay in the garden exchanging stories. It was in this garden where he learned to appropriate nature. Rizal's childhood was full of love and care shown to him by his parents and siblings. Doña Todora is the first teacher of Jose Rizal when he was 3 years old. Doña Todora is the one who taught him to pray. Eventually, Doña Todora would notice Rizal's skills in poetry. She would ask him to write verses. Later, she felt the need for a private tutor for the young Rizal. Student of Manila. Rizal was sent by his father to Ateneo Municipal, formerly known as Escuela Pia, for a 6 years program Bachelor in Aster. He took the entrance exam on June 10, 1872, 4 months after the execution of Gombrosa. He followed the advice of his brother Pasiano to use the name Jose Rizal instead of Jose Mercado. After finishing Bachelor in Aster, Rizal was sent by Don Francisco to the University of Santo Tomas. Initially, Doña Todora opposed the idea for fear of what had happened to Gombrosa. Despite this, Rizal still university education and enrolled in UST. Rizal in Europe. On May 3, 1882, Rizal left the Philippines for Spain. In this first trip abroad, Rizal was very excited to learn new things. He was only 20 years old, and as a young man, he was very observant and eager to interact with foreign nationals. He made sketches for his fellow passengers and of the things that he saw during his travels. Rizal reached Barcelona on June 16, 1882. He arrived during the summer vacation, so he was able to meet up with former classmates in Ateneo. These classmates organized a welcome party for Rizal at Coffee House in Plaza de Catilopia. They toured Rizal in the famous historical sites in Barcelona. Rizal found time to write an essay entitled El Amor Patrio, Love of Country. This essay was published on August 20, 1882. Diaryong Tagalog, where he used the pen name Laong Laan. Rizal's second trip to Europe. In this trip, Rizal became more active in the propaganda movement with fellow illustrators like Marcelo H. del Pilar, Garciano Lopez, Diana, Antonio Luna, Mariano Ponce, and Trinidad Pardo de Tavera. The propaganda movement campaigned to reform such as for the Philippines to be made the province of Spain so that native Filipinos would have equal rights according to Spaniards. Then, representation of the Philippines in the Spanish Cortes and secularization of parish. Exile in the Pitan. Rizal arrived in the Pitan on board the steamer Cebu on July 17, 1892. The Pitan, now a city with Zamboanga del Norte, the quiet place of the Pitan became Rizal's home from 1992 to 1996. He practiced medicine, pursued scientific studies, and continued his artist pursuit in sculpture, painting, sketching, and writing poetry. Trials and execution. The primarily investigation of Rizal case began on November 20, 1896. He was accused of being a main organizer of the revolution by having proliferated the ideas of rebellion and of founding illegal organization. Rizal pleaded not guilty and even wrote a manifesto appealing to the revolutionaries to discontinue the uprising. Rizal lawyer Rizal lawyer Lieutenant Luis Travel de Andrade tried his best to save Rizal, However, on December 26, 1896, the trial ended and the sentence was read. Jose Rizal was found guilty and sentenced to death by firing squad. On December 28, 1896, Governor General Camilo de Polavieja signed the court decision. He later decreed that Rizal be executed by firing squad at 7 a.m. of December 30, 1861 in Rizal Park, Manila. Thank you.